Very good morning, viewers. Welcome to the Sustainable Saturdays series. Today we have with us Mr. Deepak Sehgal. He is working as a passionate environmentalist and the senior program manager in the Green Yatra. So he have total 5 years of experience in non-profit sector, working as a various initiative which is related to the natural resource management, including the program management, fundraising, and the community engagement. So let's begin with today's his topic is about more about behind the greens. So the Green Yatra various projects you can see visibly, and who there are the various big army working, and I think Deepak is leading that army, and Deepak can tell us more about how he is taking forward his initiative and what are the major things he's thinking about it. Over to you, Deepak. Let's begin.
Thank you, Miss Madhi, for such a beautiful introduction. Firstly, I would just like to introduce myself. As Madhi has also told that I have an experience of 5 years in a non-profit organizations. I have worked in a various field, but when I came across the work Green Yatra has been doing, so I got so much inspired that even I got inspired. And I wanted to, join this organization to contribute my efforts towards the environmental conservations and other activities. So this was about see, and as she told, so I've been leading the army of the field people, wherein execution and executing the projects and getting it successfully done. Yeah.
So my first question is Deepak, how did your journey with Green Yatra begin?
Actually, I was working for a environment related NGO earlier as well. But when, as I told, I came across the work Green Yatra has been doing, it was so inspiring. The work, the plantation work, the sustainability work, the awareness things, and all these things that inspired me so much that I couldn't stop myself to be part of this organization.
Understand. So now tell us about the project overview, what you are dealing with and you're leading with the projects. Okay.
Okay, so see, currently we are into many metro cities. Currently, we are working in the major urban cities like Mumbai, Delhi, Ahmedabad, uh, then Pune. So these are the Rajasthan. These are the major cities we are working right now. So in Mumbai we are creating urban forest for like see basically the concept what here it is or what even inspired me was that people in urban cities are more vulnerable to pollution as compared to the one who are in rural area because of the high air pollution and all these things. So over here the Miyawaki forest what we create is the major factor because in a lesser space we create urban forest with more number of trees. So that is one of the projects what I have been leading in Green Yatra, uh, doing Miyawaki forest. Like we have done more than 3 lakh, 4 lakh saplings in Navi Mumbai, and recently we have done more than 60, 70,000 plantation in Ahmedabad. In Delhi also we are doing a lot of plantation. In Pune we have done more than 2 lakhs of plantation.
Okay, that's very interesting actually, Deepak. Could you provide an overview of some of the most recent and upcoming project at Green Yatra?
Yeah, so see, currently we have completed a project in Ahmedabad over there that it is a more, it's not just a park in, it's not just a, as I told, it's not just a Miyawaki forest, but it is more of a park wherein we have developed something which we call it as a biodiversity park over here, wherein it is a combination of nature centric and human centric uh, thing with different kind of interventions. And also we have completed one water body restoration in Thane jail. Over there it was a 7-acre jail which we have done restoration part of it. So also we are doing projects in Rajasthan where near the highways we have been doing the plantation work, and in Hyderabad also we have just concluded a few projects.
Okay, that is wonderful actually, Deepak. So, what are some of significant challenges you have faced in these project execution? Like, what are the challenges with the team members or the local or the authorities? How things went there?
See, whenever we talk about plantation or whenever we talk about plantation activity, so many there's a perception in a general people mind or population is that like okay, yaar, khadda kiya, we dig the pit and do the plantation. That's it. But and what we can see in the slide, this greenery. When we talk about plantation, only this greenery part is comes under everybody's mind, but there is lot more to it before we do a plantation part. This is just like 10 to
Correct.
15% of what we actually do. So if I go ahead with the slide, if you can see now, whenever we talk about plantation,
Yes.
we only imagine these greens, but what how this happens, like this is just a result of what we do. There are many challenges, like if you can see, this is one of the sites which we have developed. This was the site earlier before we started doing our activities. This is in Rajasthan. Okay, now see, this is the kind of soil, if you can see in the
Okay.
photographs, the soil is not suitable for plantation. So we have to do a months of work, lot of labor, lot of machinery that get into this activity. Like plantation, if we have to do for a week's time, so preparing a plantation bed takes approximately 2 months of time. And also there are challenges, like if I talk about this particular photo, if you can see, this is a concrete which is there in the site. And I'm sure you must be knowing, and everybody must be knowing, that plantation can't be done on a concrete part. So over here for 15 days a machine was working just to remove the concrete. That was one of the challenge we have to face. And if you can see, earlier this site was like this, all concrete, but after a lot of efforts from our team members, our ground staff, the machines, the laborers, this is the condition of the soil after removing the concrete. Now it's something like this. And if I talk about one few more challenges, so if you can see this, like even during monsoon season, sometimes there are moments when machine gets stuck. People are not able to work because of heavy rainfall, mud. So these are the few challenges when like a team faces while doing or executing the projects.
Okay, actually, the pictures you showed is completely different, and after the images we see, because very frankly, when we sitting in the office and we don't know the what reason behind it, how team are like deep diving the situation or the site, and after that the before result, after result were very amazing actually. Okay, so can you discuss the natural and sustainable solution that we are implemented to overcome these challenges? What you said actually.
See, there are a couple of things which we follow. Now, very first thing is we never use material which is harmful to the environment. We always make sure that we are doing things which is sustainable to the environment, which is accepted by the environment. So we never use things like concrete or any other those things which is not accepted by the environment, which have a negative impact. So that is the foremost thing what we do, the foremost rule we have, and that's what we follow, and that's the reason we have this. We can see the results. If I again go to back to the slides, you can see these plants which is there now. These plants are not like 10 to 15 years old. These trees, these greeneries are only 1.5 years to 2 years old. That is only because we have few rules, few things in our mind, that we only use those kind of substance, those kind of material which is environment friendly and which is easily accepted by the environment.
Okay, understand. So I want, like, I can see actually the major thing is raw material, what is used for this activity, correct? What you want to mention about it, Deepak?
Yeah, yes, you're correct. The
Okay.
material which we use, yes.
Okay. So I would like to know, what the role does community, just a second, sorry. How do you involve local communities and other stakeholders in this projects actually? I want to know. When
See
you're
now,
executing this project, when
yeah.
you execute any kind of project, that time you have the laborers along with you, the various big team along with you, but it always be better to have a community participation, because anyways they are actually next beneficiaries for this projects, correct? So how you engage them in this?
See, there are two types of community engagement. What we do in while executing the project. The very first is we usually when we talk about the field team or the labor, so we make sure that we have the local laborers who are around that area or around that particular site, because when the people who are local and when the people who are near the site who stays there, they have a a kind of responsibility that okay, this is done by us, so we don't need to destroy it because we have planted this, we have worked hard for this site. So this is the first kind of thing we first, and we involve them. And secondly, what we do is we uh, do the plantation events even for the community. We ask them to come together, do a plantation for one particular day at that site, the people who stays nearby locality. So we gather, we do the community engagement part over there, we gather them, we call them, and we do plantation with them as well, so that they take a responsibility. Okay, this plant has been planted by us, so we're going to take care of this. So, and that thing also create a sense of responsibility environment in a whole, not only for that particular site, but they also understand okay what's the, because we do a session with them on that particular day, key what all things that needs to be done and what they should not do.
Correct. Actually, that's more important, because sense of responsibility coming is more important than just seeing or getting benefit out of it. Because once you understand ki, okay, this project is beneficial for us only, then it will be again passed on to the next generation, and next generation also follow the same. Okay. So my next question is based on this only. Ki, what does community education and participation play in this success of your initiative? Like what role your this community involved in this?
See, if we talk about a green yatra in general, our one more thing is key, we focus more on educating people and creating awareness as well. See, plantation is a last thing what we consider. We we have one thing in mind, that we have to educate people as well, that what is the importance of plantation in our daily life, in the environment, in for the climate. What's the importance of it? Once the awareness is created, once people understand the importance of plants, then plantation is more helpful, because people understand okay, ये plant अगर है तो इसकी क्या importance है, they understand that, and that creates a different kind of impact on the society in a whole actually.
Okay, understand. Because impact is major important thing for any kind of project before execution. That's correct. So tell me, what are the some of the future projects and initiative Green Yatra is planning? Because I think Deepak, you're more towards execution projects, so you are aware about what kind of projects are coming up, and people can wait actually. Ki these are the Green Yatra. So I know कि Green Yatra has grown up from 2008 to 2024, and the number of forests we created, I think 70 plus forests. So I want to know कि how much more projects or how much more greenery we are going to be create.
See, you are very correct that we have created more than 75 Miyawaki forests across India till date, and the numbers are not going to stop anyways. Okay, it's going to increase on a daily basis. So currently we have projects going on in Navi Mumbai, Nisarg Udyan, where we have already planted 130,000 saplings through Miyawaki. But over there we are doing a biodiversity park, which can be seen once it is developed. Then we are having couple of projects in Ahmedabad. One, we are developing again a biodiversity park, which is a nature centric in Hyderabad. In Delhi, we are coming up with five different projects, and in Rajasthan also we are coming up with few projects. In Pune, we have recently concluded two projects wherein we have approximately planted more than 30,000 saplings in two projects. Yeah.
Okay, that's actually the huge number. What can I see? Because the greenery we are creating, that's a wonderful thing, and it's going to be protect our future generation. Okay, and you can see the globally the level of carbon dioxide emission happening and the climate change. Basically, we can see the temperature change we feel may and how things are there, so definitely it is going to support our environment and future generation and the benefit. Okay, so I would
I
like to
also,
know. Yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
please.
No, no, no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, so as we're talking about the future generation, and I just wanted to show one more slide wherein how not just the future generation, but the future biodiversity is also getting protected through our efforts. Like I want to show this slide where you can see these different types of biodiversity was rescued by our team members in our Miyawaki sites and in our forest sites as well. These are the real pictures of the snakes and different. These are just examples of what very few of what we have actually done. So you can see our biodiversity parks, our forests. It is not beneficial only to the human beings when it comes to pollution or something, but it is also very much beneficial to the biodiversity as well, which is a integral part of this world, I guess.
That's very awesome, actually. The images I can see, the small baby snake is coming to our land, and actually he feels safe. That's the reason he come to that area, because the greenery we creating, the survival temperature creating for him is more important. Okay, so that is actually wonderful. So can you just tell me, ki, like Green Yatra is working on day-to-day basis. You and me currently working on a lot of projects. But apart from that, if any individual or any organization want to get involved or want to support Green Yatra mission, so how they can able to just be a part of it?
See, there are two to three ways of supporting our organization. Firstly, if there's a trust who is willing to, donate their land for the conservation purpose, they can do that. If there's an NGO who wanted to collaborate and get thing, contribute towards the environment, that also can be done. And obviously, there's a if corporates want to involve, there's a CSR funds and other activities through which they can involve. They can get together. They can come together and we can do a project with them.
Definitely, definitely. I think but there are, we already know a lot of people get engaged through the volunteering activities, then corporate partnership, then we have the government relation with the land related land passes. So we are growing like a huge, and we definitely want more people can come and join our hands together. So we have our social media page, website there. They can just drop their email to our team can get connected about it, correct? So later on, I think that's a very good thing, Deepak, you mentioned about it, because definitely people see the before result, but no one knows the people and the army, I said, that working behind it, and their efforts is like tremendous. Because I remember there are a lot of problem and challenges you face when you are doing execution of projects, and you can't be predict initially. You always have plan A, plan B, plan C also, but still there are sometimes some things come up and it completely messed up the things, but still after that also we have our deadline time frame we follow and just go ahead. So that is amazing. And I always appreciate ki not only Green Yatra but those who are working with this sector always have different initiative and part of this. So I think that's important actually.
Yeah, very true. What you are saying is very true because this is very much important. The people getting involved in it, not only just the Green Yatra, but other organizations as well who are working towards this field. So that is very much true from your end as well.
Yes. So thank you so much, Deepak, for such a wonderful insight about behind the greens, how team are working. So thank you, viewer, for your time. And so see you in the next Sustainable Saturday series. Thank you. Bye
Yeah,
bye.
thank you so much. Bye.